From Godsbrig to Runeswick, we all know a blight. We've lost and we're taken from all walks of life. No matter your tale, no matter your home, we all are wayward souls. We drink and we fight, it's all in good fun. The Kraken we serve, it all makes us one. We sweat and we bleed, neath the blistering sun, until the day is done. There's wind in our sails, the past at our backs. We're quick to throw hands when our foes attack. With arms at our side, our sword in our gun, our guile will not waver until we have won. Though our histories differ, our presence the same. We all had our places we needed to flee. Now we are your sail, now we are your home. We all are wayward souls.
As we last left off, the party found themselves traveling throughout Runeswick. First, after a nice breakfast over at the Last Sail Tavern, and a meeting with allies and potential vendors, you went off towards the church to speak with the bishop, Uno becoming weak at the knees at their rather intense conversation, while Malachi found a grave, thanks to a raven with a very false bottom that led into some type of dungeon or crypt below. Needing supplies, you all decided to head elsewhere before diving into this crypt, like into the woods, where you met a very strange hag. And Magnus discovered a lot of spiders just off of the main path. The hag wanted goods in turn for information on what the bishop was up to and other bits. They would take teeth for little bits of information or other things that you could offer. For an eye, they would give up everything. Every bit of information they had. They would tell you everything that was going on here, but no one took the bait so far. They did want you to go into town and kill a witch. That witch was a small girl that is only referred to as Bird Girl, or Malachi named Raven. A Lythandrian drow with pale, chalky white skin, black sclera, yellow eyes, and kind of longer ears that go to like a folded tip. She is covered in dirt, or was, and was left with Ian and Stumpy. She told you that the bandits that you had been finding out throughout town are not bandits at all, but they're free folk, people that live outside of the Coalition's means. So you went off to their camp as the sun began to set to speak with them or fight them. That remains to be seen. But as the sun was setting, as you were traveling around, as you were in the hag's cabin for far longer than you were all aware, we're going to roll time back a bit. As the sun was beginning to set, Flint, you had quite a few drinks. You had quite a few drinks the night before, having a nice meal with your family, and then when everybody went off to go to the tavern and get rooms for the night, as there's not a whole lot of space for people to comfortably sleep in your parents' home, Malachi stayed with you, had some drinks, talked with your parents, got a little wine drunk with your mom, and all of you just had a very nice night. You passed out in your childhood bedroom, relaxed, comfortable, happy. You woke up the next morning, or so you think is morning. Your mouth dry. You look down as your arm is hanging off the bed. What was a black spot months ago in Concordia has spread over time, going further and further up your hand, covering your fingers, up your wrist. It's almost at about your elbow now. You wear a glove to cover it, to keep Uno and others from drawing concern. But it's slightly cold to the touch. It doesn't quite feel like your skin.
What does that mean? Like,
It's
if I
like
touch it, it's
like
not
your
my nerve endings?
no, like your hands were like soft, but the fingertips were
Oh.
callous. Where this hand
I
is
see.
just feels callous. The whole thing, like a worker's hand
Okay.
or a warrior's hand.
Flint would probably have a little bit of a like that feeling that you get when like you are about to panic and like you feel the pins and needles like in your cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would definitely be feeling that when he sees that about his arm.
yeah. Like this is something that has been that way. Like this is normal. Like it has been spreading over the 6-month time skip. Like just getting more
But the
and more.
fact that it's this much though.
This is like it hasn't grown in about a month. Like it hasn't. You notice the more you use the sword, the more it grows.
Okay.
The stronger you get. But your sword arm is stronger than ever. Your finesse with the blade, powerful. Like a master swordsman. A swashbuckler to be feared. The name Rake of Runeswick is slowly coming to fruition. Standing in the corner of your room, Guilt. He fades into the shadow as the sun slowly creeps across the room. As you look outside, people are walking to the farmhouses. People are leaving the fields. You've slept all day. It's not morning, it's evening.
Oh, God. I guess I needed that more than I thought. I go walk into, or I guess I just looked out the window, right? I didn't step outside.
Yeah, you just looked out the
Okay.
window.
All right, I'll head to like the common living space.
Yeah,
I guess.
your dad's downstairs. He's just having he's having like a bun and some kind of cold porridge. He looks over at you. You just getting up, boy? Are you? Did you sleep all day?
Yeah, I did. I guess I
Gods.
needed the comforts of home for a little bit.
Well, you were living at home, you know. I wouldn't have that, but it's all right. Truly, I'm glad you feel comfortable. Oh, you're the captain of a ship, and you don't have a nice, good bed to sleep in.
I mean, I think it's more the fact that it's on stable ground.
Your sea legs will come to you, boy. Eventually, anyway. It'll be a slow process, but takes time. Took me about almost 2 years to truly feel at ease on the sea.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come in time. Where is everybody?
They all left last night.
Wait, they did? I thought, oh,
Oh, we all...
wait,
You and Malachi, your mother were drinking, and I talked with them for a bit, pointed them to the nearest tavern so they can sleep. You ended up passing out not long after that.
Okay.
Malachi, I saw him walking. I don't think he left all that long ago.
Oh.
Like midday.
Do you know which way? Where did he? What way did he go?
He's trying to think and kind of looking around. You would watch him peek out the window and kind of point in the direction of the tavern. But make sure you eat. Your mother will be home soon. She's got a late night tonight. How long are you in town for, anyway?
It's really hard to say, honestly.
All right.
Probably at least another day.
I'm gonna do all I can to repay you, boy. You and your friends, I appreciate the spot, but it's gonna go to good things. But I'm gonna make sure you get your money back.
I mean, we did it because we care. Like, you don't have to.
That's more than I make in a year, Flint.
Just make sure that you and Mom are comfortable. All right? That's all I care about.
All right. Well, there's some stew brewing, so we'll get your shit on. It'll be done. You're gonna have a meal, and we'll go find your friends.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he'll have some of this stew.
So you go, you get ready, and you have some stew. You're sitting, and you're just having nice conversations with your dad. You hear, like, talking as you're eating. Usually people outside the window you see. Out the back window, heading off towards the plains behind Runeswick, you see your friends, your party, as you quickly gulp down the last few bites and run up after them. Takes you a bit. That is where we're going to catch up to everybody else. As the sun is slowly sun slowly sets as you are on your way outside of town towards a fort off in the distance. You can see faint torches moving along the ramparts of a wooden wall. As you get closer, most of you with dark vision, you would hear running from behind you, rustling through the bushes, the trees, and kind of panting as he catches up with all of you is Flint.
Flint.
Hi,
It's got
everyone.
like kind of like brown kind of like sauce from the stew like on his cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Una wipes his face. You okay?
Yeah, fine. Just ran to catch up to you. Hi. Didn't know where you. I just got.
You okay?
I just got up.
Did you eat?
Yeah, just had some stew. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Oh, you've
boy.
missed a lot. There's a hag in those woods. It is full of spiders. And apparently partially humanoid spiders too.
The hag's full of spiders, or the woods are full? I'm confused. What's going on?
The woods are. She controls ravens, so look out for those birds.
Okay.
So does our new friend. What was her name?
Raven.
Raven. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Original.
Likes birds.
Okay.
She's a
Bird.
child.
girl. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Standard fare. Sure.
Yeah.
As you're
There's
Um,
we found your family, but you
What?
know the dead ones. Sorry, I could have phrased that better actually.
Their grave, their old gravesite.
Yeah,
Like grandpa or grandma or
maybe.
Be
I
like-
really
yeah.
wish.
Someone.
Maybe.
great
Okay.
grandparents, maybe great. Like they're servants that worked within the like noble family of the Runeswick household that has been long since dead and gone, since well before even Clint's parents were born.
Hmm.
So you
But-
found them.
Graves,
Like
graves.
Graves.
graves. Oh, okay.
But there is like an underground crypt, something, a cave. We didn't go in, but that's for later.
Hmm. Would I know anything about that?
Make a history check with advantage.
All right.
Something's definitely up with the bishop.
What do you mean?
Super evil definitely killed the last bishop.
Oh.
Well,
Wait, definitely killed the last bishop.
there,
When did
that
they
was
say
that wasn't ever confirmed.
I feel like
no.
Malachi's
I
saying that.
that's Malachi's vibe. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
But he did
Twen-
charm Uno. He charmed Uno.
I now
What?
She was
Oh
drunk.
yeah, you should have seen her. She was all flustered and stuff.
What?
It was quite the sight.
It's kind of funny.
That's.
okay.
I didn't know you had it
Um,
in you, Mom. 22,
No.
by the way.
You know that the House Runeswick, like the noble family were. There's a bit of a double story to it. Most people just say they all left, and the last generation didn't have many kids, so when they got sick, it wasn't a family that died out. But in reality, what happened, you know this, and most of the people who live in the town know this, they were very against the coalition's opposition of the town in their era. And then they all mysteriously died. And their manor, that was atop the hill near where the church is, burnt down. They were the founding members of the town, but they also built the original church that the current cathedral is built on top of. This was like pre-divine cataclysm. This was years and years and years ago.
Okay.
We're talking like 50 to 60 years ago.
Hmm.
So
70
so like what's going on now though? Like y'all are just here. Hag, bird lady, spider forest, humanoid spider forest,
Mm.
and Uno got wooed.
Now that's not relevant. Okay.
Oh no, I think it's pretty relevant. That doesn't happen every day.
Anyways, we're here now to talk to what are they called? The free folk?
Free folk.
Yes.
The free folk.
Free.
Because children have been going missing. So
Oh.
they're putting someone's blood in those cups. And yeah, we want to come ask these people some questions. I guess they're suspected of taking them, but it doesn't seem like maybe they are. We're
You're
guessing maybe the bishop is taking them. We don't know.
Snazzy. You're aware that your mother calls those that live outside of town.
Sorry.
Not everybody, but like there is a known camp that has been there for some years, like well before you left. They are called. Your mom calls them bandits. Your father calls them free folk. Free folk is the term for anybody who lives kind of outside of the coalition's means.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if they're these free folk, okay, so these are people that are. If they don't. If they don't follow the coalition's rules, but they're doing these things. Oh my, maybe they're doing these things. I don't know. But they could be also allies. I don't know.
We're gonna try and approach this diplomatically.
We're gonna find out.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. Yes. We should do that for sure.
We're not here for a fight. At least, I hope not.
Unless...
All right, who approaches? And do you approach stealthily, or do you just walk straight up?
Uno, let's just. Do we walk straight up?
I say we just walk straight up. If we walk stealthily, then they're gonna be sus of us anyway.
We've got nothing to hide.
Approach in a
Let's
friendly
be
manner.
honest. Us being this far, they probably already know we're here.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like the coalition, right?
They do not.
No.
Exactly. Neither do we. So
We don't,
therefore,
so,
common
like,
ground.
exactly.
Who's speaking for
Let me know
us?
that they would like these people would consider me free folk, not these people in Runeswick.
Well,
So they
who's
may not
speaking?
be-
well, so, like-
Would be Captain Lockhart or maybe Magnus there.
Technically, unsubjugated towns, like, yes, but free folk are specifically people that they want nothing to do with either side. They want they're conscientious objectors. They are basically people that would just want to like fuck off into the woods or away from all sides of the war. They want nothing to do with the Alec Drin. They want nothing to do with the coalition. Whereas like the people of your town, if they had to pick a side, they're gonna more than likely side with the Alec Drin. Being
Oh,
monkey.
okay.
Yeah. Like the free folk are very like, leave us the fuck alone.
Never mind.
As you begin walking up to the ramparts, you would hear yelling and shouting coming from inside. A few people coming up to the wall, drawing bows and aiming them directly at you. Most of them with long, kind of shaggy, unkempt hair or heavily braided hair. Short-sleeved or rolled-sleeved tunics with like nice embroidery, kind of very similar dress to Oleg. That like kind of Nordic Viking clothing style tunics and like tie leather waist belts. There's about 4 of them on the walls aiming arrows at you. What do you want? There's no need for you to be here. This does not have to end violently.
Become in peace.
just have a few questions. Yeah.
We're looking for some missing children. We're hoping you can help us.
Told the townsfolk we did nothing with those kids.
We believe you, but we believe there's other suspicious things happening in town, and we want to know if you have any information.
Would prefer an outside opinion, yes.
You hear some mumbling coming from inside the gate. One of the archers kind of is looking over his shoulder and trying to keep an eye on you as he looks back, trying to talk to somebody down below.
If it helps, we can leave weapons here in good faith. And I'll take my axe off my back and, like, bury it into the ground so it sticks up.
Send in one person so we can trust you. They can talk. And,
Well,
if it's proof worth our time, we'll bring you all in. You can keep your weapons that way.
Does the one person coming in need to drop their weapons?
No, we'll send out one of ours. Fair trade.
I'll just go.
you're going, you know.
Whoever's gonna
Rather-
plead your case.
Oh, I don't know. Do you think someone
Don't
else
get
would be
charmed
there?
while you're in there. Good luck.
No priest, as far as we know.
God damn it.
Go, Uno.
As the doors slowly get raised, you see a couple more come up to the ramparts and begin pulling some ropes. The door just slowly raises up. A few people with spears are kind of tucked along the side as you're allowed to slowly walk in.
Do I just go over the wall? What am I doing?
Yeah, just go over the wall. because this gate opens like a normal door. It doesn't open the way it's supposed to. But as one steps out, this is more just like for visual identification. Like I'm using base minis and stuff for these guys. The one individual that steps out. Let me drop their photo.
Was it a good idea to send Uno, who maybe has the lowest charisma of the party?
I don't actually.
You don't?
No, I'm a paladin.
She should be fine, I think.
She did the talking the first bit. She was doing well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Stepping out, Uno, as you kind of walk in, you would see stepping past, not a person, but a monkey, a chimp specifically.
Ooh.
As he kind of walks past, very hunched, using his knuckles along the ground, missing one arm. You see his face is heavily scarred, his fur is grayed, his one eye is kind of like, not closed on purpose, but like fused closed by the scars. He's got some just like heavy, like almost like something blasted on the side of his face. Let me just grab this here. Drop that in there. Boop. As he comes on out, he looks at all of you and just kind of stares.
The gate doesn't close behind me?
The gate does, as it.
Oh, it does.
He just takes a while to get out.
Oh.
Before you say your piece, does anybody talk to the chimp?
Magnus will greet him. What's your name?
Dude.
No.
As you stick your hand out, he kind of lumbers over and takes your hand, shakes it. It's a firm handshake. You can see his hands, much like the hands of a fighter. Like his knuckles are heavily scarred. You can see his fingers are a bit crooked from like being broken over and over again. He looks at you. They call me a rock.
Magnus lifts his visor. A rock. I'm Magnus.
Kind of nods his head and kind of not wiggles, but like hops from one foot to the other, like very slowly, as he's pretty old. Just very pleased, like to see a familiar face of not knowing you, but of a cousin.
Seeing kin.
Yeah.
What brings you with these people?
They took
What can
me.
you tell me about them?
They took me in, kept me safe.
Am I still
me.
with them?
No, you're.
Yeah, I think you're
in
Okay.
you're in the camp. I'm just doing the chimp bit because
Okay.
it's less. It's just in case anybody had some glaring questions. Because I'm gonna
Okay,
have to
just making sure.
describe a lot on the inside. Then,
Fair enough.
they took me in, kept me safe, taught me pygmy tongue, taught me book, sight, to read.
Okay. Interesting. That can be all. That can be all that greeting is until Uno does her thing.
You can tell that either he was like he was very clearly a part of one of the chimp factions that you have heard legends of.
Oh,
It would
no.
explain his heavy wounds. His
Okay.
lack of ability to like converse, and that it was taught and not like they're all awakened, but they just don't bother learning how to speak because they have their own tongue that nobody else knows. It was more than likely he was part of the warmongering group.
Do I remember the name of that?
You do not know the name now.
I don't know the name.
No.
Okay.
You were kind of just told, if you see chimps, fucking leave.
What was his name again?
A rock.
A rock.
Yeah.
Like
A-R-O, but the O has the little, like, asante, like, little, like, dots over it.
Okay.
Inside, the very simple camp with a number of tents, a large kind of bonfire pit in the center, and a small, you kind of see, like, inside, umlaut, thank you, Chris, inside the, you can see, like, doorways that lead inside the walls themselves, for compartments, storage, defense, and even little kind of specialized buildings to keep this place as small as possible. A number of people all around, all wearing similar to those that are kind of up on the ramparts with varying bits of armor and leather. You do see a furbolg, very tall, kind of pale blue fur, long, almost like light pink hair, just kind of standing there watching you. Not conversing with the others, but like you can tell he's talking to himself. You also see a number of individuals all standing around what you assume to be a leader. You see a human with brown hair that's kind of got slightly blonde tips, an elf wearing green leathers and a fur cape with long blonde hair, a human female with like very long blonde hair, wearing similar clothes to everybody else around, a long twin braid that goes over her shoulders, a human male with long, kind of pulled back, braided hair, the shaved sides of his head, a bit of a grown-in goatee, and he stands slanted, holding his shield in one hand and just kind of rotating a bracelet that is around the hilt of his sword, just kind of fidgeting with it as he stares at you with this kind of tilted head and cocked stance, and a old, very large, burly man with red hair, shaved sides of head. It's kind of all tossed to the left. It's graying in certain sections, and a long, orange beard. You see the man's heavily scarred. He adorns an eye patch. Has a big axe that's just kind of in the ground. This whole group stares at you.
I'm sorry, continue.
The one with the long beard steps forward. I'm just gonna dump. Just gonna dump all of these into the chat. Renaming them. Hold on.
Uno's just standing there, just catching on, trying as much as Uno can to look non-threatening.
That's fair.
Just, casually looking at all their faces, not meeting anyone's eyes too long. Once again, just trying not to be too threatening. As just like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm also looking at everyone to memorize their faces.
Sure. The large, kind of burly ginger man. I don't know why the W's there. Whatever. Steps forward. Kind of looks you up and down. They sound like they have a scholar, but they send in a warrior. Strange customs, but I respect it.
It's my choice to protect my own. Rather give my body than theirs.
The one that's kind of like head tilt staring at you. With the older human man kind of tilts his head to the other side, assessing you. The ginger man kind of clears his throat.
Is he like close enough for like a handshake?
No, there's still a good 10 feet
Yeah.
between you.
Yeah.
You wish...
Call me Uno.
He nods.
Uno, you wish to have deeper insight on everything that is going on. Missing children. We say we have nothing to do with it, but yet you still wish to meet with us, to press, to ask questions. Why?
There's more going on in this city than the children. There's something wrong with the bishop. There's something in the woods. Something beneath the ground.
I told you, Father. As the elf leans forward and looks towards the cock-headed man. They all kind of grumble amongst each other. And then the large burly one just poof, taps his axe into the ground. He gestures his hand as the gate raises.
Rock! Lead them in. Who sit around the fire. They can ask their questions. These people are no threat to us.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
As a rock kind of walks, leads you all in. Do the little chimp walk thing. As you all head inside this camp, and it is it's very nice. It's simple. I'll just open the door so everybody can drag themselves through. There are some benches and other things around the fire for you to sit down, carved out logs that are whittled very, very intricately. You can kind of see these dragon heads and griffin heads and stuff like that have been carved on the ends of the benches. The large burly man sits down in his own chair. You can kind of see that has been carved specifically for him. He rests his axe on the side that has its own little kind of divot that way it sits and stays. Looks at all of you.
We've had suspicions about things in the woods. About a danger brought from the swamps. But we do not wish to meddle in the town's affairs, catch the eyes of the silver dogs. So we stay here. We don't even go out and hunt as much as we used to. We are afraid that we'll be captured, apprehended, or hunted. Like we did something wrong. Criminals for just being free. We heard you all coming up. Hopefully you weren't trying to be discreet.
No.
Who am I looking at? We have Uno, but who are the rest of you?
I'm Magnus.
He nods.
The scholar. You have a way with your words.
Yes, I'm a cleric of the Golden Bough. Arok, I don't know if you know of that religion. I assume you worship
She's kind of
another
shakes.
tree.
Kind of shakes his head.
Arok worships Arok. Sun. Ground. Life. No god.
No. Where do you hail from, exactly?
Arak or
Arok, yep.
We traveled. Walked. All over. We never had a home, a place. We always went back to. It was
There's a particular like region you would roam, or you just kept going all over the place?
all over, throughout jungle. It was fun, but dangerous.
Okay. How very. I'm sorry. I'm very fascinated to know a lot more about you and where you're from, and of course your people as well. Sorry. My other companions here. You've met Uno. This is Kadon, Flint, Oster, and
Arok
Malachi.
walks up and kind of shakes the hand of each of you.
We could talk about me once the Lord is done with whatever.
As he kind of like walks away and goes and finds a little perch, he climbs up the wall rather easily, despite only having one arm, and he just sits and he watches. Tosses a fruit at you, Magnus.
What kind of fruit is it?
It's just a little apple.
He just nods to him. Yeah.
The
Can I insight an apple? I'm just like, I should really be inciting all my food. I've been like
Sure, yeah,
bamboozled a few times now.
that's fair. After the Oleg incident.
Starting Oleg, the other thing. Oh yeah, all my dice are still in my secret list. Here, I'll roll this.
Well, you're doing that. The Lord stands up and kind of after the introductions are given, he nods.
I am Lord Kiskir. I oversee this fort, these people. I keep everyone safe who reside within these walls. Even if they are not erected here, and we need to pick up elsewhere. These are my kin, my family, my brothers and sisters in arms. The town probably calls us bandits, but we are not that. We don't know much about the missing children. We sent a few off to go and find some of the children to maybe unsully our name, but it was to no avail. We sent them off some days ago. They're gone. I assume the worst.
Where did you send him?
We sent
swamp?
them to go to the swamps. And then, when they realized what we were looking for in the swamps was gone, we sent them into the woods above. They have not returned.
Oh, the woods with all the webbing.
I do not know, I've never been.
He does, when he says above, he means up the cliff.
Yeah, up the
there,
cliff, yeah.
Okay.
The
Is it
rune...
the same woods, the same spider woods?
Yeah, it's where
Yeah.
we found the egg. Yeah.
Okay.
The runes woods were a simple place. They were not anything of danger. Maybe the odd little critter, but there was always a...
You've how long have you resided here?
I used to live in Runeswick some years ago as a boy. I left.
Okay.
I did my fighting. I fought for this land that has forsaken me. And so, I make my own stake, my own claim. Outside of town.
You're about like a good 45 minutes from the town. Like walking.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like from like the town proper. Like the outskirts it's like a little closer, but the outskirts is kind of where Flint's parents live.
Okay. So, we met something in those woods. I don't know if it would have taken your man, or sorry, man, woman, or person. But well, there are spider holes there. It could have. You are hunters, I assume. Maybe you might have seen them, but
We-
there's also a hag in there that was driven up there from the coalition's activity in the swamp. So perhaps those woods were safe at one point, but now they are somewhat corrupted.
The elven man, the long blonde hair, green leathers, steps forward and looks to Lord Kisselgear, and all of you. I went into the woods not too long ago. Before the hunting party, I would traverse it. It's a good place for small game. But there's been no signs of animals, even on the rocks. I knew there was something wrong. I knew the hag's disappearance meant something. But some people don't like to listen to the intuition of those younger than them. As he looks to the kind of cockeyed man who's now backed up and assessing all of you. He's just kind of given that same cocked hip, cocked head stare. Quietly just judging. If the hag is now truly in the woods, this is a problem, her being so close to town. She was a factor of the woods before. Something that lived out there, you could go and bargain, leave her be. Some fools tried to hunt her and, well, they met her early grave. But she's no different than the animals around here. If you leave her alone, she leaves you alone.
Oh, okay.
She's still not to be trusted, mind you. Hags are a formidable foe, plotting and scheming everywhere.
So sorry, what else was wrong with the woods then?
The woods were fine, but there used to be a place. It used to be a place to get small game, foxes, rabbits, and the like. But I stopped seeing animals even near on the outskirts of the woods, up by the old Runeswick Manor and things like that. I knew something was wrong, but I never went in. That's when we sent our scouting party who went missing.
We went in. The place is filled with spiders, and not just the small kind either. We actually spoke to the hag. We believe she's working with the bishop in some way. Something sinister. We don't know what they're doing. But if you entered those woods without a light source, I have no doubt that the things that lay its webs in there would take you.
So you were Lord Kisselgear, is that right?
He nods.
And he gestures to the elf who was just talking.
Double check the name. Ulfric. He kind of hesitantly steps out and shakes hands. It's not really something that they do, but he wants to be courteous as he shakes hands very, very firmly. He's fairly tall. He's about 6 feet tall. Slender build. Looks like a wood elf with blonde hair.
So,
Do Do you know
Kisuge-
anything of
Go
the
ahead.
passages beneath the city?
They
Or
all
what's
collectively
beneath?
shake their head. I'm just typing the names in chat for you guys. They all collectively shake their head. They have no idea what you're talking about. There you go.
Ulfric.
Ulfric, yeah.
Stormcloak.
Ulfric Stormcloak, except he's not a racist.
Now we know him. Yeah, we just met this guy.
I know.
Even know if there's potential.
Oh, God.
Well, he's wood elf. There's less than high elf, you know.
Yeah.
Weren't the Cordricks wood elves?
Yeah, but they were.
They're like a
fighting
special.
for
They're like a
side
special.
freedom.
Yeah, they're like a special kind of wood elf, though. They're like their own thing.
They're kind
Anyway.
of supremacists.
Yeah. As Ulfric like steps back and stands near the Lord, the other two, the blonde girl and the brown-haired male, are standing kind of in the back near the judgmental human.
Judgment.
The female steps forward. I am Esrin Eric's daughter. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Esrin. You said both of them stepped forward? Or?
Yeah, the male steps forward. Hey, I'm Belgrade. He just kind of stands there, waves at you, like he goes to step forward, but then he looks back at the other human and he doesn't fully step forward, and he kind of gets close enough to shake your hand, but he just goes and waves at each of you like, hi. He steps back. Belgrade. Yeah.
Belgrin, all right.
He like points at the female and the elf. We're siblings. That's her dad. That's her lord.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop. Yes, you should stop talking now. Yeah. Takes a step
Okay.
back.
Yo,
Is there
Ulfric's
any
children then.
No, they're human. The human males, children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is there any sort of information or anything different besides your missing people and the children that you can think of to tell us? Anything might help.
Esrin kind of thinks for a moment. I just know it is a recent problem. As of a few months, they have been seeing more disappearances in varying ages. Nothing the same. There has been no similarities between the disappearances. Sometimes a teenager, sometimes a young baby. It's all. It makes no sense. Ulfric.
How many of your children gone missing?
Ulfric kind of shakes his head. Aside from the scouts, they're the only ones who've taken off, left in their own regard. Our brother was one of the scouts, but he was a grown man, older than the two of them. Esrin's full sibling. We're all different mothers. That wasn't painfully apparent. He kind of side-eyes the father.
Wow, the drama.
We stepped into an episode of Maury, dude.
Their father is like the guy who's always
like cockeyed and staring. Yeah,
cockeyed.
yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like Ragnar.
He does.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So you've all made camp here for a while now. Then you said 6 years, or have you grown?
The Lord, stands up and we have roamed, picking up jobs, some mercenary work, meeting new people along the way. That's where we found the rock, but we've had this camp for about 8 years now, slowly building it up to what you see here today.
8 years
In total, yes.
in total. So you come back every now and this is like
We
a
leave, we go on
Delta.
raids, and
okay. How long have you been here lately?
about 3 months we've been back.
3 months. And the last bishop died 2 months ago. Yes, it looks to Flint.
About a month ago.
A month ago. Do you know anything about that? About the old bishop dying?
They kind of all shake their heads. They don't really like go into town unless they absolutely need some type of supplies.
No.
I mean, his
suppose
death
the
didn't
chapel was
really
right up there.
seem out of the ordinary. He was very old. I was here when it went down.
I know, but
The timing is very suspicious.
it is. However, it also could be that the coalition was just waiting with bated breath. We're just waiting for him. Had someone lined up, ready to go as soon as. But then
It
again,
would be my guess.
Then again, maybe it's not the coalition.
Do you think the bishop works for the coalition?
That's what I would thought at first, but
I don't think feeding people.
it might be
blood
more
is their
sinister.
MO.
Anything to control people is what I assume of the coalition, honestly.
I
But-
think that bishop worships Tiamat.
Yes, with
They-
the three-headed dragon statues.
You witness the judgmental man just spit when you mentioned Tiamat. Like a loud, like.
Dude, he's funny, dude.
Not a fan, eh?
Don't know why I would be.
Fair enough.
The bird girl in town. Have you all ever interacted with her?
They all kind of collectively nod. Ulfric, I've seen her in camp. I would give her food and help her wash her feet and give her things to clean herself up with, even though she never did. I would, make sure her birds are tended to. Esrin, I would read to her, talk with her as long as I could.
I stayed away from her. She scared me.
To...
What did he say?
I stayed away from her. She scared me.
That's Belgrade.
It's so funny.
You never wanted to bring her in.
The Lord kind of strokes his long beard.
She was free. She came and went as she pleased. She never wanted to be a part of this family.
Okay. We kind of just gave her an offer and she took it, it seemed. So, oddly enough, she's waiting with another companion of ours somewhere else. Well,
We've had a lot of.
we
dirt.
came. Yeah, I was going to say, we came here for information, and suppose we can just leave here, knowing that I think we can consider ourselves allies now. If you have need of us for something, you can come and find us. Likewise, I assume for you.
They nod. The elf walks up. He whistles, and a falcon just swoops down and lands on his forearm. As he kind of just brings the falcon around. The falcon looks at each of you, is kind of just assessing you.
If I need to find you, I will be able to. She will find you.
So he pets the falcon and throws his arm up as the falcon takes off again.
Okay. And I suppose we have ravens to contact you that way if we... Well, I don't know if that works like that, actually. But
We could figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
yeah.
We might be causing trouble in town with the coalition, just so you guys have a warning.
This is good. Then it's about time somebody caused problems in the coalition. It is needed. These are a long time coming.
Do you know the town of Ellerin? Not far from here.
They look over to the judgmental man.
I know of Ellerin. It is, seen better days.
Indeed it has. So you've heard of recent events then?
I was by there not too long ago, heading to another town. It is under new management. They're moving in more forces to expand the town.
When were you there?
Yesterday. By horse.
Did you see any non-coalition soldiers wearing non-standard plate armor?
I saw cages with monkeys. I saw people being read the new rules of the land.
I should put a hand on Magnus's shoulder.
No dead bodies, if that's what you're wondering. But no monkeys in armor.
But in cages.
With everyone else who didn't want to listen.
What was your name, sir?
Grorik Eric.
I choked. Grorik Eriks. I'm gonna put that in chat.
Which
Grorik.
guy is this one?
This is the judgmental one. So
Eric?
that's the one that's all like cocked.
He's got like the blonde cornrow
Here.
mohawk.
Cornrow.
He's here. It's here. It's what? Fuck off. Copy image. This one, I'm just gonna post them all with their names.
Ah, okay. Do you have a son named Erickson?
He nods. He kind of points to Esrin, Eric's daughter. He points to Belgrade, Eric's son. Points to Ulfric, Eric's son.
Fair enough.
Interestingly enough, my last name is also Erickson, but
He saunters.
father.
He saunters over to you and he like grabs your face and kind of like pulls your cheeks, looks at your hair. Could be one of mine. As he walks away.
I don't think so, but
He's
okay.
a freaky little man, and I like that about him. Hmm.
But damn it.
Does he look like my
No,
accent? Like
no.
no?
No.
Okay.
It like Eric's like like putting like son, daughter,
Yeah, no,
like
I
it
get
is
that.
common.
I mean, it looks like he's gotten around, so.
Oh yeah, this
Maybe.
man probably has more than the kids you've seen here. Like one is missing. Like he very well might have other children
Yeah. Just asking.
out there doing everything.
Good for him.
Man. 1, 2, I need to see Groon's kids now for to compare.
Are you in competition with this man?
Yes, I am.
there you go. There's the there's the actual breakdown of like there's Goric, or Grorik, Kisselgear, Esrin, Belgrin, and Ulfric.
Well,
What else? I don't think.
do you have any questions for us?
What are you? Are you some type of mercenaries? Or passerbys, do-gooders, pirates?
All of the above. We're technically his crew, as he nods to Flint.
I am a paladin of Bahamut, but the Coalition calls me a terrorist.
They all kind of nod.
Then we have a title in common.
You may have seen our poster, or all of our posters.
They kind of just shrug. A few of them are just like squinting and staring at you. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, hey, if we seem familiar, like, that's probably why. Not like, oh, we're known. She's just like, yeah, if you kind of recognize us, it might be because of our posters.
Belgrin kind of looks.
Maybe they have something to do with those pirates that are causing a stir to the north, causing problems near Concordia for the Coalition, sinking vessels and shit. There's rumors of some type of rebellion going on. Pirates fighting back. Organized.
I point at Kadan with my thumb and I go, that might be his father.
I don't know
I
any
mean, I
orc
think that
pirates.
was also them.
That was us.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like more than just one ship. This is multiple
Oh.
ships. Like, multiple. I get around a lot more than these lot. Not like that. But, you know.
He's so awkward. I love it.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you get it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is their Flint. As he looks,
I was with my father when we saw your home, but we also, heard about these pirates, causing problems at sea, hitting Coalition ferries. They're just being more aggressive than usual.
That's the goal.
Fuck yeah.
It is likely the Kraken, yes.
I look at Magnus and then I look back towards them. We're hoping to deal a blow in this city. From what information we gathered, seems to be a bit of a hub for some of their things. So if we can take part of it, some of it, burn it all down, we'll do it.
This town also didn't belong to the coalition before, yes?
The Lord, years ago, when the last bishop was a young man, is when the coalition came into town. It was some.
Oh, that was a bloody 100 years ago.
Some 80+ years ago. This was one of the major towns and the first places that the coalition took outside of Godsbridge and Peterborough.
I just remembered to ask you something that, it's just a long shot, but have you, encountered, a man, maybe another head smaller than me, black and white hair?
Eye patch.
Yes, eye patch.
I thought that one looked special. Out of place. Not a farmer. Afraid they're with the monkeys. He kind of just smirks at you.
Captured?
Captured.
Fuck. Okay.
So we have to go break some coalition heads to save him.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, do you know which way they went with him?
That is in Ellerin.
Ellerin.
With the entire division of coalition soldiers.
How much is the division?
Like, you're talking hundreds of troops.
Yeah, a lot.
Bigger than what was
I was
at
saying,
Togora.
a division's different in the Navy, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's bigger than what was at Torgora, right?
Togora was like a platoon of men that came off a boat.
Okay.
A division is an invading force.
Okay.
Oh. Even if we somehow liberated the town of Runeswick and recruited a militia, there's no way and there's no place under the bow that we will be able to succeed.
Magnus.
We'll get them.
Magnus, they have St. Clair. If we can get in contact with Cobb the Kraken, maybe they'd...
The Kraken will come to save Sinclair.
Do you need a word?
Is the
Sent
Kraken
somewhere.
enough?
The Kraken has an entire fleet behind him now.
Well,
yes,
They
so
have
fleet
an
of
army.
the fleet of ships that you saw causing trouble for the coalition. If you could get a message to them for us, we'd be
Belgrin,
grateful.
myself, some of the others could pack up what little we can of the camp. Move together quickly. Go find these pirates, this Kraken you speak of. And some others can break off. Watch over Eller and the scouting party for our new allies.
I take out some paper and some of my pencil. Flint, Kadan,
Yeah.
a message to your captain,
Our Admiral.
your admiral.
Yeah, it'd probably look better if you went with message from these two.
Flint, you write a message. I will give them a code word to tell them, or tell him so. Oh, my bad.
Hiya.
My bad. I don't know what that was. I'm
That was a
sorry.
bird.
It came from my pocket.
yeah, it like sorry,
Oh.
the
Pineapple
furball goes.
No, that sound.
The pineapple
you all wake up. Flint's mom accidentally purchased peyote. It's all been a weird fever dream.
Yeah.
Peyote stew.
If Flint, you write the message, I will give them a code word so they know it is from us.
Okay. Yeah.
I give the paper and pencil to Flint.
Thank you. I'll type it out.
Sure. Please
And then
read
what's
it
something
out.
that like, what is something that like the Kraken and only I and the Kraken know to say to each other?
Oh,
Could be good.
I was gonna say it could be like your sister's name
Yeah, I
or
was like,
something,
you
you
could
know?
sign it as your sister. Yeah.
Sign it off as Michaela.
That would be weird.
That would be weird.
That would be weird, but
Well,
that
no
would
one
get
else
the
would
message
know
across.
besides them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would not provide any problem for, or it would provide problem for the enemy if they caught it and recognized as Michaela. They wouldn't know who's sending message to. It'd be like encoded of sorts.
Mhm.
That is true.
It's up to you, Kadan.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is there a
Thinking.
symbol or anything that you know?
Oh,
Or
What
any of
about
that
your,
language he
uh,
speaks.
He didn't teach me the language that he speaks.
Just
He just
for
told me common.
yeah, like you
could
know
be your mother bear.
Okay, could do Mishkala. Sign it Mishkala and
Mishkala, that's a name.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we'll do a Mishkala.
You said.
And you find him. Go ahead.
Oh, you said they were in Ellerin, right? What's the name of it?
Sinclair is in
was,
Ellern.
Seen in Ellerin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you find the Kraken, you find a man who is broad of shoulder, tan skin, long hair, lots of tattoos, and carries a barbed sword. That is how you know you are talking to Kraken.
Does
And when you
he
do, tell.
spend time with anybody else in case we do not find this Kraken?
I know about Cobb, right?
Yeah.
Like what's going on with Cobb? I mean, Cobb's not really around anymore.
You would
What?
you would know.
Well, Cobb's like around, but like not
you
like
would
that.
you would know Cobb. Yeah, you would actually be the only one to know this. Cobb is actually the captain of his own ship now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
look for a elven woman. She likes to wear a hood, and she has golden eyes. Her name is Thorin.
All right. For the sake of brevity, you give him some other people you'd know,
Yeah.
like Chef
Like-
or even Cobb, just some people just in
Maury,
case.
yeah.
Yeah, people associated.
Just be careful if you find Cobb. He is a psychopath.
As you write the letter, what does the letter say, Flint?
Coalition forces in Ellerin. They have Sinclair. A whole division stands between us and him. We need to fight. The devils are in Rinswick, and they call for your aid. The Rake calls for your aid.
Okay.
signed Mishkala.
Signed Mishkala.
All right.
I would
As
have just saw the code word to give them.
it'd be kind of funny if it just said Mishkala and it was just that on a piece of paper. Like Gregor would get it, and be like, "What the fuck?"
Raspberry.
Jenga. But yeah, as they take this note, they begin gathering their things and getting ready to set off in the night. Gathering their horses.
Oh yeah, it's about to be nighttime, huh?
It is nighttime.
Oh shit.
The sun has set.
Oh fuck.
Oh, are we going into catacombs at night? This is not gonna be good, man.
I don't think we should probably get supplies and go
I was about
early
to say
morning.
we would need supplies first.
We'll go tomorrow morning.
Do we need supplies?
Do you?
Yes,
He
we
is.
do.
Are you talking have this conversation out loud or no?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
would imagine so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of sorry, but
Psh,
I need to go have a moment when we all make time.
All right.
myself.
So
you need to use the
you
bathroom.
go. You
Metaphorically.
you are given some potions and stuff from these people as they are
Oh.
basically picking up camp and fucking off. They're leaving their fort and
Pog.
some things, but they are, for the most part, aside from a few people, are leaving to go do this task.
Wow, so nice. They didn't even take any
Yeah.
money or anything.
They're very much a
Well,
people like they'll do the job and then ask for payment. They don't want to, get paid for something that might not, if they fail or like something, they're not going to ask, get paid.
They go missing in a
They're for
spider
the people.
forest.
Yeah, they
Good people.
Yeah, they are good people. As you go and
Love
kind
you, I
of,
hope you win.
you get some
Shake
potions.
the Lord's hand before we leave.
It gives you like a firm Beastmasters.
Yeah, let's go.
As like the rest of them would all give you a nod. A rock would give you a little hug, Magnus, and send you on your way.
Aw.
He would just tell you that he would be here if you want to come back and talk. Like he's not going to go scout.
Oh, okay.
He would kind of, for the sake of brevity, tell you that he's a pacifist. His warring days are over. Sending you back to the tavern. Boop.
I'm gonna be looking for Ela.
All right. As you go back throughout town, head back towards the tavern. It is bustling and people are kind of, it's not busy, but people are like passed out drunk and kind of like the night roared early and is coming to a close fairly early. You go and the barkeep kind of motions for you guys to come to him. Are you taking the room?
Already paid for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say
you-
we already paid for it. Yeah.
I know, but are you you gave him a gold to hold basically both rooms. If you want to keep that room,
We are
then
taking the rooms.
okay. All right. You can add. You just leave the gold, and he'll just give you the change when you finally leave. As you go up to the rooms, those of you that do, looking around the tavern, you do not see Ela. She is nowhere to be seen.
Fuck.
I don't like this. Ela seems like someone who's very punctual, doesn't just miss things. Yes?
Yeah. I might go take a look for her real quick. Hopefully she's not wherever Alexi is.
Can I get everybody to roll a passive perception? Or actually, what is everybody's passive perception?
I was gonna say, you don't...
I don't know why. I don't know why I asked passive.
You want us to just put it in the chat, or?
You just
16.
say
Everybody
it's
put it
16.
in the chat, and then I'm gonna make a big message. and
Listen.
pin it for him.
Listen, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I'm still gonna ask, but
And I will grab mints for you.
bet
Too
I'll
bad
make
she's
a
not
big
here.
old pin. For you.
we
do
miss
need
Mint.
you.
Oh, wait, passive perception.
Yeah.
Shit. That was not a thing.
I'm surprised mine's so high, actually.
Um,
That's not my passive perception. No, it is. It is. It is.
Uno
I
and
lied. I thought I
Asta,
used passive
you would
instead.
overhear a
Shit.
couple coalition navymen. And that drow bitch just came in and she was fucking hollering, screaming, being outright fucking rude to the admiral, and then pow! They knocked her fucking one-arm ass onto the ground. They yelled at her for a bit, and then they dragged her ass to the stockade. The fucking stockade? What
What for? Just for mouthing off? There, she was mouthing off to the admiral. One of the admirals had her in town anyway. He kind of takes a long swig of his ale. Oh, there's so many admirals in town anyway. I don't really know. They're fucking faffing about. Just there. All coming into town, swinging their big fucking sea legs, showing off their big fancy ships at the fucking bay. Because they're just having this conversation.
Who's hearing this?
Uno and Asta.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
Right. Do you know where the stockade is, Asta?
I would know where it is, hey?
It is in the fort across the water.
Ah, fuck.
It is not anywhere we can really reach that easy. It's across the water.
In the fort?
That is right.
God damn it, Ela. Shit.
Not really a place we want to go.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what I told those people. We need to do something about the presence in this town.
Oh, I agree. We just need to figure out the right way to do it that's not going to cause the innocent populace to suffer.
Well, we'll do our best.
I guess one problem at a time.
So, plan for tomorrow. Are we going down there?
I think so. First thing morning, we get supply. The faster we deal with the bishop problem, the faster we can move on to the other problem.
Yeah.
But should we have things arise with Sinclair faster, we deal with that first.
I don't know. Like, we can't... It's a whole bloody army there. We can't do anything. So, here's a quick rundown. We're in the tower? We're in the tavern, or no?
Yeah, you're in the tavern. You can move up to your room for the sake of brevity.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably
sure,
for the
yeah.
best.
Yeah. You're all sitting in the captain's suite, which is a large room with a couple beds and then a big canopy bed.
Who's cuddling?
It could fit
I thought...
basically all of you.
Una still kneels on the floor. She's just meditating.
I had a small little thought for rebellion here. What if we solve what's happening with the bishop? We can gain the trust of the people, say, maybe... we are probably right that, or sorry, not we. You are probably right, Uno, that he does just worship Tiamat, possibly not even related to the coalition. I say nothing around here happens without the coalition's fucking... If there's a fart on the wind, you guarantee it came from a coalition soldier. However, even if he's not under the coalition, we just rather people say that it was. Sinister, yes, but, well, not sinister.
Magnus, are you
Maybe
lying?
towards the coalition.
And she kind of like punches his shoulder a little bit. We'll do what we need to do.
And we're also getting those, the things from the tiger. As for mining charges, I didn't know we'd have to blow up a whole bloody fort. However, we've gone and signaled now for the Kraken. If he comes here with his armada, his fleet, there's a whole ton of other admirals here and another division. Elren doesn't have a dock, right? It's like kind of central forest.
You have like a
with
fish.
like the river.
You have like there's like a small like dock. Like you go kind of climb down a ladder, and if you want to go like take a small boat out into the river and fish, but you don't have like a real port. No, Everything comes in. It's either locally or by the road.
How did the troops get there? What,
They
it was all, like, the
landed.
ships coming down-
They had landing docks or landing vessels on a beach outside of town. You met them where they were landing. They weren't like marching up to the town when you went and fought them.
Did they come by sea then?
Yeah, yeah, they came by the rivers.
Down by the river.
Down, down.
Yeah, it's not exactly a naval assault. You'd have to land, and you need an army against army.
Hmm.
Perhaps he can come by Runeswick here. We can stir up some kind of commotion in the fort. Maybe get some admirals to chase us in a stolen boat or something, and the Kraken shows up and wastes a bunch of coalition admirals just like that. We could plan something. This is just a rough idea. I don't have all the levels planned out, but this is just a rough idea. You know, we rally the people after getting rid of the bishop. With the Kraken coming, he can sack them while we have them distracted in some kind of way.
Hmm.
What does that sound? How does that sound? Looks to Flint.
Maybe
Kagan,
it could work.
Asta.
But like I said, we need to deal with Bishop first, because if we don't, I have feeling death and mayhem might be beneficial to whatever the hell they're doing down there. Not only that, but we need to buy time, because who knows how long it's going to take for Kraken and them to get there. Last thing we need is to start rebellion,
No,
and then have to get quashed before
I
Kraken
know,
show
I
up.
know, but the whole riling of the people starts with the bishop anyway. Ulster, I'm not. In no way is getting rid of the bishop out of the question. We do need to wait for the Kraken to get here. We need to wait
I know.
not only on the Kraken to get here, but also the free folk to get the message to the Kraken.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot of. I think we'll be in Runeswick for a little while.
Well, there's a lot of waiting involved, yes. Like I said, my only concern is just dragging the innocent people into it too soon.
I have question.
Mm-hmm.
Fort is isolated, yes. It is far away from here.
Hmm.
Far away from innocence.
The Free Folk Fort or the fort, the
The
coalition?
coalition fort.
No, there's like people's houses and a tavern right next to it. Like it's
Oh, okay,
it's
I
right
thought
across
it
the
was on
river here.
water.
No. It's right across the river.
Like it's this tower, right? That,
Yeah, that is their fort.
And so like this is a tavern.
Yeah, that is the Silver Roost, which is a very, very, very nice tavern.
Yeah, Uno looks at Magnus. This is what I was talking about. We don't fight this war without losing innocent people. Don't get me wrong.
I'm aware.
I want to save as many people as we can. I want to free everyone. There's a price to pay for war.
People's lives who don't wish to be involved are not for us to wager, though.
That's what I
That's
was
the thing,
saying.
though. We either do this, people's lives get put in danger, or we do nothing.
Exactly. You would sit idly by in this grand scheme that we have already signed up with the Kraken, except Uno.
And Asta.
I knew what I was signing up for. Did the rest of you?
No.
I know plenty well what I signed up for.
I understand what we have to do. Because
I'm already fighting
doing
for-
dealing a blow to the coalition helps my people as well. But like I said, I don't know if we're ready to make the decision to drag all of these innocent people around us, the barkeep, that fisherman over there, Flint's parents. We just need to make sure if we're going to do this, we are ready.
I am not
And that the
talking-
people get the choice in the end whether or not they want to die for this cause. Or we gotta give them the option to get away first.
I I
Sure.
agree with
Have
that
some sort of
statement.
shelter.
It all hinges on how the bishop goes. We may
Do we-
we may not even have the support of the people.
How do we let the people know to leave without raising the alarm with the coalition?
That's a later
All
plan.
that can be done
That's a
through
later
whisper.
plan when we already have
Yeah.
that of the people.
Flint, you're aware. Oh, good.
My parents.
I was gonna say you're aware that through your father, nothing really goes on in this town without the fishermen and the carpenters guild being aware of it. Inciting a rebellion and getting the word out through local contacts might be beneficial.
I think that we deal with the bishop first. Prove that we have the intentions of the people.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to tell Dad now. I mean, he trusts me. I'm, his son.
He is down in the tavern. You would have saw him on the way in.
Tell him what? About the bishop?
About
Yeah.
the coalition.
About the coalition, yeah. I mean, all of it. I mean,
Are you okay with involving your family, Flint?
it's not a matter of if I'm okay or not. It's the right thing to do. They'll be able to get the word out to the most people. They can get the most people out of harm's way.
I don't know. So, I'm not sure yet. If Oster's saying that we need to wait to incite the rebellion, I think that we should wait until the matter with the bishop is solved.
I don't think it's a bad idea to maybe start the whispering, but we got to make sure that.
No, I don't
either
know.
intention-
Once whispers get out, it's a wave.
This is
It's
what I'm saying. We got to make
it's
sure
cascading effect.
that we do it right, because if we fuck this up, either the coalition finds out before we're done with the bishop, or the bishop finds out before we get there, and then shit goes real awry.
I think to keep anybody safe, we wait to spread this information until after the bishop is dead.
I definitely agree. And if we have evidence that the coalition was meddling with the minds of the people, they'll be much more on board rather than just little telltale whisperings in back rooms that you can't really trust.
Fair, we just gotta make sure it is unrefutable evidence.
Yeah.
They're not gonna take any half-ass shit that's gonna stir up their lives here, right?
The bishop being a coalition puppet to warp their minds and to steal their
I agree on
wives,
this
sort
angle.
of thing. I think
I fully agree on the angle you're representing. I'm just saying we gotta make sure we give the people irrefutable evidence that they, there's nothing they can't disagree with. Because currently we don't really have much other than word of mouth of the things we've seen.
No, I've told you this is all just immediate brainstorm.
We need to find those children.
We've already searched what they also searched, so I don't know.
No, I mean, if we go down there
Oh, for the bishop.
people, if we can find their children, or at least evidence of what happened to them, it'll put a lot of people on our side.
Yeah, that would work.
You're absolutely right. Malachi, what's your opinion on all this?
What about it exactly?
I don't know. But I heard you say you don't know what you signed up for.
I didn't know I'd be getting into a war.
That's what the Kraken let this all with.
Yeah.
That's what I explained to you all back in Concordia.
You even said it was
like,
war.
The start of all of this. I'm in it now. Obviously, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
There's a
What do you feel about the plan,
at the door.
though? Sorry. Oh. There's a knock at the door?
We'll never find
Uno
out.
will answer it.
Stumpy's just standing there. Ein just kind of shoves him in. Got work to do. You
I
got the
pick
kid
Stumpy
tonight.
up and I hug him.
He makes like a resounding like
Tonight.
squish.
Oh, I thought you'd make a full-on squeaky toy sound.
As Ein takes off.
What did Ein say?
You have the kid tonight. I got some work to do, and then he left.
What about the other kid?
Who's the other one?
Raven's about town.
Where's Raven?
She left to go. She said pick up rats. I don't know. It was weird.
I
Oh.
like her.
Love that kid.
Imalka
I
Uno
know.
nodding at each other. Mm.
I'm going to go take my moment now.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me, Kadon.
I'll be fine.
The door. Ein leaves. Stumpy's just kind of in your arms, Uno. Any more
Mm.
planning
Holding
and
him on my
plotting?
hip like a toddler.
Kadon
You know what I
leaves
mean?
behind, or with Ein.
Okay.
I'm just behind him. I'm not talking to him.
All right.
Did the Platinum Isle have the chance to get me more tea yet, or am I still waiting on
No, you're still waiting on that.
that? Okay.
They're like growing the ingredients so they could just make as much of it as possible because it's useful for other people in the Isle as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna put Stumpy down and meditate.
Okay.
For the night. All of you, eat food, get some rest. We're gonna have a busy day tomorrow.
Stumpy's like bouncing on the bed.
Well, I guess we should get food.
So you get some food. You kind of go and rest for the evening. Kadon, you're heading outside, I assume.
Yeah.
Anybody else going anywhere for the evening?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Okay, Malachi, you take off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, heading where I assume.
Yep.
Sick. Okay. Kadon, where do you go outside?
I just try to find like a quiet corner to meditate.
It's a little grove, kind of just outside. There's no alleyways around the
Fair.
last bastion. There's just some trees. You go and sit down in a field. There's a few passed out drunks off in the distance who tried to wander their way home, mistook the grove path for the spread sand pathways of Runeswick, and kind of just passed out in the grass. As you kneel down, calmly sit, the quiet drones of the ever-busy tavern.
And then I go, hey, big guy, what's going on? As I talk to the bear.
I don't understand why you are upset. Your frustration, your distraught over Mishkala is different than mine. And it makes me angry.
What doesn't make you angry?
Fish. Fish are calming. Peaceful creatures.
You don't understand why I am upset about the Mishkala.
I know why you are mad. You resent. You hate. You're upset by her death just as I.
But who do I resent for her death? Who do I hate?
The ones that killed her. The orcs.
But who made it so she could be killed in the first place?
Fate. Gods.
You. Because every day She had to battle against you. And you left her weak. Imagine having to fight you every day. She was tired. You know, both of us know. She could have killed those orcs if she wanted to. But no. Because we had to go and collect food for the winter. Because she was too weak to leave the cave. From fighting you the previous night. So when we went down to the river, and we saw those orcs heading up the mountain, we thought nothing of it. And then we saw that they followed our tracks back to the cave. If we didn't hurt Mishkala, she would have been down with the river by us. And she would have told us what to do. But once again, it is because of you that she is dead. I hurt for Mishkala's death because her soul is in agony. And there is nothing you nor I can do about it. Not yet. We can't make things right for her. And so I have to sit here and think about the suffering she is going through. Because she doesn't know what happened to us. She was our mother. Our second one. My second mother, your first one. She was all we had. Why does it not pain you like it does me?
It pains me. I feel hatred, anger. But I don't understand. She is dead. Death is the end. That is it.
No, it is not. Did you not hear what that witch said about us up there? Two spirits, one body. There is a thing inside of everyone called a spirit. Where it goes after our mortal body is done living is a mystery to you and I. But it is supposed to go to what the religious ones call heaven or hell. Or some sort of afterlife. To either have bliss and peace in heaven or damnation in hell. Mishkala should not be here on this, as Malachi puts it, plane of existence. Her spirit should be gone. but it waits in Akamar. And neither you or I are strong enough to go back there yet.
Twin souls. Twin spirits.
You feel a hand touch your chest, though you know yours are at your side.
Either you're with me, or you're against me.
I have not fought you in some time. I have not pushed you, made you fight back for control. I am letting you live your life. You do not wish to burn cities, crush the weak. So I
Why not?
wait.
For what?
For a time for us to fight, for you to get stronger, so we can fight for who gets control. Or till you're too weak to handle a problem and need me again like you did with the puny little tiefling.
Kadan kind of like sneers. We did that for Father. We did that for the men who saved our life.
I do
And
what you cannot. Yet I sit in this void, this grave, waiting to be let out.
because you don't have restraint.
Restraint is for those who are too weak to understand
would you-
power.
What you would wish for us would be to be hunted to the ends of the earth again and again.
Let them come.
And what if somebody stronger than us comes?
Then we die nobly. But we are the strongest there is.
No, you're not.
Maybe you're not.
So you feel your eyes forcibly open as if someone was pushing on them.
Ow, you dickhead. Don kind of just like stands up and dusts himself off and kind of just like, even if he's not listening to him, I'll say, we were never stronger than Melios.
You feel your one hand like start to close, then it doesn't. Malachi, it takes you some time to make your way over towards the church. This late in the evening, a few stragglers getting in their evening prayers and confessions or visiting graves of loved ones past. You clamber up the side of the building and onto the roof. where you see Ein sitting there, his legs dangling over the edge. Smoke in hand.
He's smoking?
Yep.
What does it smell like?
Devil's weed.
Slay. So why the church?
Highest point. I gotta do some observations.
He hands you the joint.
I'll sit next to him. Take a puff.
Oh no, we're going up there.
As he looks to you and just kind of starts climbing rather quickly, but no, not otherworldly. So he gets higher up into the tower and sits. Don't drop that. Can I get an acrobatics check?
Fuck. I don't think I'm good at that. Not athletics?
Yeah, you can do athletics.
I'm strong. Thank God. 23.
You manage to climb fairly well. It takes some time, but you get up there, you sit along the edge of the tower, and kind of look out onto Runeswick proper. Let me set up the shot here. Looking out onto the city, you can see the farms, the towns, the taverns, the manor of the Baron, the fort, the bridge, everything. He takes the joint from you and takes a puff before handing it back.
So, you guys gonna kill a bishop, pope? I don't really understand their whole religious structure.
I don't really either. Bishop, though.
Huh.
Why?
You just didn't seem the type for, organized rebellion.
Me.
Rebellious, definitely, but there's a big difference between going against the flow and outright putting a fucking rock in the river.
Honestly, it just seemed fun.
It is toppling a regime. It's thrilling.
How long you been doing this?
Since I was a
Thing.
Since I was a kid.
Grew up into it?
Yeah. My mom was one of the first members of the rebellion. She raised me and pumped my head full of the whole rah family and togetherness. I've been training how to kill people since I was a child.
Not much of a childhood, I take it.
Not really. Got away when I could. They taught me how to climb, sneak, and steal, so it wasn't hard. But it's not like it was, roses and bedtime stories,
I assume not.
Yeah. Takes another puff. What about you? You just sailing around with a bunch of weird-looking pirates and doing things for the fuck of it?
As of lately, it seems so.
Hmm.
Was it my intentions?
Lady Mint mentioned that. She's really talkative. When she's comfortable. Not so much in the boot camp, but, you know, when their only options were to talk to the fucking mushroom or me. We got to talking. Told me a lot about the crew, Flint, his whole deal with becoming a captain and all. She told me how you guys are like a little family. Talked a lot about you. Talked my ear off
Really?
about you, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I had my questions. It's an
How
interesting
much she
lot.
tell you?
Quite a bit. Enough to keep me interested, even though she's been gone for a while now. You're kind of like us and I, without, you know, being Drokir. You stand out. You're at a place, but there is no place you really belong. It's welcoming. It makes you feel at ease. Unless that's too bold of an assumption.
No, actually, that's kind of the reason that I am interested in you. You intrigue me. Which is hard for most. Like, as a person. Like, Malachi takes a puff.
I'm glad. I was hoping I wasn't, being too subtle.
No, you've been awfully flirty.
I mean, I've been stuck in derelict basements for about 2 years now with a stoic, holier-than-thou, devout to the cause, goody two-shoes poster boy. Then, with, well, the lovebirds. So, it's kind of like being able to talk to someone for the first time in a while. Don't get me wrong, I adore Asta, and I adore the Lady Mint, but you feel like, I kind of feel like a training wheel on a fucking donkey after a while.
What do you mean?
Tits on a bull, bit useless.
Oh.
They're all, ooh, teach me how to read. I don't know how to read, as he kind of waves his hands beside his head. Fawning over each other. Young love, budding couple, all that. It's, I'm just kind of over here with the kid. When he's not disappearing.
Tired of babysitting.
No, I like teaching Stumpy. I take him out on most of my little excursions. Teach him
So
how to
I've
stay in the
heard.
shadows. He's a good little scout. Always wants to shoot people, though.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
He just looks out on the town. This place needs help. Badly. I don't know what you plan to do about it, or if you all plan to do anything. But even if
Well,
my people don't want it, don't want to be seen, once this bishop question is answered, it's high time Asta does his fucking job.
what do you mean?
They send groups of 2 to towns all over. Destabilize the Angrathulian Empire, the noble houses. An assassin to steal documents or maybe kill someone now and again. Mostly it's thievery and observation. The scalpel. With the assassin, it's always a warrior. Strong, bull-headed, ready for the fight. The warrior never gets to do anything. They just sit around counting stock of the safe house that we're in. Protects us and we move to the next town. I think it's high time the hammer gets used here. I don't think my superiors want it. I don't think they want any sort of rebellion. They don't care. They want the coalition and their ties severed with the royal families, but they don't care about these people. But when you spend so much time in their cities, when you see the oppression, when you see the way their regime runs and how it's just as bad, you can't help but want to see better for them. Even if they stare at you like you don't belong.
Very admirable.
There's enough suffering in the world. It's all too political.
Really is. I'm not used to it.
Neither am I.
But I assume that you asked me to come here for talk of what's going on.
No, I just wanted company. While I make notes of all this, of the town, talk to someone who says more than how much they like bucking lemonade. Better company. He looks to you and smiles.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Make sure he's not fucking lying to me. 17?
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
He opens a small journal and he starts kind of like just sketching certain things. He sketches like the outpost and the bridge and certain like kind of guarded docks, and he's just writing down certain information. So you sit with him, kind of have little back and forths, smoke more, pass back and forth his water skin, which is some wine. He flips to the back of his journal and he kind of rips out a page. He hands it to you. You don't have to stay up here all night. Those are yours.
I'll look at it.
They're drawings of you. Immaculately done. With colored charcoal and like paint dust. Basically a ye old pencil crayon.
Ye old pencil crayon?
It's basically, yeah. It's like colored graphite.
Is it good?
Very good, yeah. Very, very well done.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's like a subtle blush on Malachi's face.
I tried to draw the others, but got distracted.
Thank you.
One's of you like leaning up against a post outside a tavern. Subtle details of the tavern behind you. You can tell it's the Last Bastion's doorway. You just leaning up against the post, talking with the others, like you're like mid-conversation. And another is you sitting at the table, or like out in the graveyard, like kind of kneeling, and like you have like bones in your hands as you're like picking them up.
Have you been watching us
Keeping
this
an
whole
eye
time?
on Asta. I'm usually around. But just a couple things I noticed and thought about. Drew. It helps, you know, make room up here. I don't forget things easily. So I draw them.
I used to draw as a kid.
Why'd you stop?
Haven't much lately.
Just keep drawing. Sometimes it fills the gaps of words that haven't been invented yet. Helps get feelings out that you can't express.
Do you still think I'm poisonous?
I don't think poison's a bad thing. Doesn't affect me. It affects others, but
Are you immune?
as far as I've seen, he pulls a little poison vial off his belt, shakes it, kind of dabs a bit on his finger, licks it. Birthright of whatever I come from, as he flicks his horns.
You are fascinating.
Well, I gotta keep up with you.
Seems to me that you do have a way with words.
When I'm comfortable.
I'm glad you are.
Smiles. I need to make some rounds. I can walk you back to the tavern.
Such a gentleman.
Well, we're in present company of something fucking evil, as he points down to the church.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about what's underneath us.
Heard some screams
What is
the night before.
Like
Like blood-curdling,
man,
like a man
woman.
knowing new fear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Well, tomorrow I think that we're going to be delving into that more, so it should be fun.
Take this.
Oh.
Hands you a small vial of holy water.
Oh,
As he walks you back to the tavern, as he leaves you at the door, the few drunks stumbling out, he hands you a small journal. Keep drawing.
What does Ein smell like?
Ein smells like the winter, like wintertime. Like it's very cool and refreshing air, and that like almost like this is gonna sound like a negative smell, but it's not. Like the death of the death and rebirth of nature. Like he smells like the winter. It's
the
very
seasonal change.
Yeah, like it's a very specific smell. Like kind of like autumn is over, we're hitting into winter. Everything's very like cool and kind of the air feels very fresh. But he hands you like kind of a weathered, red scaled journal. You flip through it. There are drawings in it. It's his little art book.
You sure you won't miss this?
I can make another one.
Well, I had a great night talking with you.
Here's to more. Kind of takes your hand, kisses the top of it. Make sure you take the journal. He like kind of lets go of it, but make sure you actually have it. And then
yeah, I would have taken it.
He walks off. Kind of goes into the direction of the fort. Looks like he's trying to get like other angles of it.
Malachi will watch him till he disappears.
He disappears kind of on the bridge over there.
I'll head inside.
All right. As you head inside, there's a number of drawings in it. Not many, but like you would see, the first page is of this beautiful red dragonborn in golden armor. It is Lord. Sorry, High Regent Megalish. A bastard but remembered. You get the idea that Ein killed and skinned this man to make this book.
Oh, I like him.
Then drew him very elegantly in the book, so he could remember where he got it from. And there's a few other drawings. You would see Asta, you would see like Mint, like sitting with Stumpy. You would see a few other Drokir, Asta training, a very like bad portrait of himself. A portrait of like a woman that's like masterfully done. You could see like lots of little. It was like time was spent on this one. Lots of like erasing and kind of like touching to make sure every little detail is perfect. Like the rest are like really well done, but this is like the only one that's like, this is realism.
Ooh.
Yeah. As you head upstairs, you head to bed. Nobody wants to do anything else for the evening?
I will say just one thing. While Malachi's like flipping through the pages, while he's like downstairs before heading back up, he's smiling, but then he like realizes what he's doing, closes the book, he's like, and then like goes back upstairs.
All right. As you head upstairs, everybody kind of is asleep or getting ready to sleep. You go and kind of the day passes, or the night turns into day. Fuck me. As you you get up the next day. For the sake of brevity, who wants to buy what? Potions or anything? You've been given some potions from the people. So you have let me pull up the fantastic cheat sheet. You have you've been given 3 minor and 2 healing potions.
Well,
well, those who can't heal themselves should definitely take one.
I was like, I'm gonna take a healing potion because I always get my shit rocked.
I'll take one too.
Yeah.
How many were there again?
3 minor healing and 2 like just healing potions or common potions. If you check on the handy dandy cheat sheet, all the values are there. For those watching,
I'll take
that's
a common.
Alright.
Una won't carry any. She'll let you guys distribute amongst yourselves.
I'll just take one of the regular healing potions, like the common one.
'Kay.
People can take the minor ones.
I'll just take whatever's left.
all right.
Yeah, I think I'll just take a minor because I've got the healing word too. So.
All right. You go and get your like equipment and things situated. You already have some things on you. Do you set off for the day to go? Do you wait to a specific time of day before going towards that crypt?
Would we have gone to get like rations and shit just in case we get stuck?
Yeah, you would have gone and like bought some rations from the barkeep here at the last bastion, things like that. What is
Buy
it?
rope.
Make sure we buy some rope
Yeah.
and then a
Longer
spare
rope
set
if
just
you can
in
find
case.
some, yeah. Extra rope.
Buy like maximum rope.
Maximum rope.
The biggest rope.
You can buy quite a bit of rope in town here. Like the most someone has
It's a
to
sailor
sell
town.
you. Yeah, the most someone has to sell you without selling you like sailing ropes is like 200 feet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jesus.
How much?
For 200 feet, that'll be like a flat gold.
Sure, sick. I'll take it.
All right. Anything else people want to grab?
How much for the rations?
Rations enough for each of you to have, like, if you want a day's ration, you want multiple days worth of rations.
They say what, 3 days tops?
3 days per person?
Probably,
Yeah.
You're looking at like, math, like 55 silver altogether.
Okay.
I'll put that down.
Is Stumpy coming with you guys, or is he like playing watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him with me just in case we
You
need
can
to
watch outside.
fix some locks.
Sure.
Does anybody
is-
need torch? I have magic axe to light way, but if you want old-fashioned torch.
I can see in the dark.
Same.
Mhm.
Okay, show-offs. I was talking to Magnus, but he is like me and I cannot see in the dark.
Then ask Magnus specifically.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to feel targeted, but you guys made it very targeted.
Sorry.
Also, I think you're the only one who needs something to light the way. I mean, I can cast light on my staff.
Perfect. I have flaming axe, then we're good to go.
All right.
Okay, so we have rations,
time of
we
day
have
is
some healing potions.
By the time you guys get all your stuff and head out there, it'd be like noon.
Noon.
Yeah, it'd be like midday.
Oh, that's when the church opens, right?
Yeah.
Should we wait till there's a mass going so he doesn't see us going?
Mass is until like
Probably.
the evening.
Oh well, then.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go now, and then maybe we'll like catch him in the fucking act or something.
You can see that he
Or we-
is already in, like, the church is already open. Like, it has already been set up for the day by the time you get up there.
I look for ravens.
There is a raven by the hole.
Rock.
That's his spot.
I murder the raven.
Does
No.
Just kidding.
so ravens had regular eyes, and
Yellow
these
eyes.
have like red eyes.
No, so these ones have red eyes that glow, and then her ravens have like kind of like pale yellow eyes that glow, and then normal ravens, don't fucking have glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Which one did the raven by the
Red
grave
eyes.
have?
Why don't we get Raven up here to take this bird, and then we can go in?
She could also watch the outside. But we don't know where she is, so...
I was about to say,
Can
having
we
her
go-
this close to the woods where the hag is, I
Can
don't
we
know if
go
that's safe for
away
her.
from-
You could also just
Puddle
shoo the raven
away from the raven.
Yeah, I was like, could just.
This is
Stumpy
like
and
this
dead.
is this is while you guys are just kind of on your way up there.
I could still give the hag my eye.
No.
No, that sounds like bad plan. Hey, Stumpy, and I'll point to the bird.
Okay, as he walks up.
No!
And he like pets the bird and then just grabs it violently as you hear this
I-
cracking and
Malachi's
crunching
looking
of
away.
bones as he puts it and he like kind of moves his scarf down. Not enough for you guys to see anything, and he kind of just shoves it in.
Let me know when he's done.
Uno says a little prayer for the raven.
He's done.
All done.
Okay, perfect. Well, now he doesn't need ration for today.
But I still need ration.
I pet Malachi's arm.
I am still quite hungry.
He rubs his little stomach.
We'll find some. I'm sure there's lots of little critters down there you can eat.
Yeah.
Is he coming down with us, or is he staying up here?
Oh, he's coming with us because we're all dumb and don't know how to pick locks.
That's fair.
But we can smash doors.
True.
I thought we were trying to be quiet.
Are we?
I mean,
Well, yes,
we don't.
it's the crypt of the church that the bishop is in.
Well,
I just assumed, yeah, we were
crypt. It's a crypt of potentially the church. It could be a crypt from the old
Just I guess, from
Runeswick Manor. Yeah.
Oh,
I just figure we wouldn't want to make lots of noise and attract people to the hole.
because there is an entity down, right? Either
Yes.
fiend or undead.
Yeah, something's down there.
Something I don't like.
Something. Fiend or undead. Sorry, could we have said that I prepared holy water last night before I went to bed?
Sure.
Okay.
You have like a potions
One
vial
thing.
worth.
One thing,
Sick.
Senior DM.
Yeah, what's up?
It's nighttime for us, daytime for you.
Oh, whoopsie.
Like this,
Yeah.
My eyes!
Big bass, chuckle nuts.
I love starting the day off with a flashbang instead of a sunrise.
Oh, Flint. Your
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
You point out
My
you
family.
you would see the graves of a Miriam Lockhart, and that there is no other graves with your.
I sniff around. Am I catching any sense?
Stop. They're sacred. Like,
They're you are
Any
not.
wet dog smell?
Oh yeah, it's just,
Besides
it's just always over here. It's just in this area. Yeah, it's just a grave of Miriam Lockhart.
guys,
Lo-
have some respect.
loving,
Like dancing.
loving mother, kind servant, loyal worker.
Do you know who that was, Flint?
Be like your dad's your dad's mom's mom.
Dad's mom's mom.
Yeah, so your
So,
great grandmother.
Great.
Great grandma.
Great grandma.
Gonna be my great grandma on my dad's side.
Do you think we should be concerned about that wet dog smell?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
But
You
that's
would-
a problem for later.
Also see in the distance the remnants of the Lockhart Manor. I've never pointed it out before. I forgot to point it out last session, but yeah, or not Lockhart Manor. Sorry, the Runeswick Manor. Yeah.
Oh, like what?
Yo,
Should we
what?
check that out first or no?
What?
It's
The
it.
old-
The
Flint
old
would be
man.
aware of like it's just kind of some old ruins, that kids go to
Or
get
is
drunk
it?
in.
There's no treasure.
Some say it's haunted.
It's haunted.
Like it's been here for so long that like all treasure would be kind of picked
Looted.
through and looted, yeah, or taken by the town.
No
Oh.
secrets though. Okay.
Mm.
Well, Flint, do you know what your mother's maiden name is?
No.
Do I? God, no.
No.
Okay. No.
You're her child. You don't know her maiden name.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Roll a dice. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll put it up.
What did God
Pick,
say?
pick high or low.
Oh, okay. Hi.
High. Okay.
Yep. Mm. And I don't know it.
It's okay. Flint.
Um,
I don't know my mom's name either.
Because I
Same.
rolled a 2.
No.
So close.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's going in first?
Who knows? She's already has like a leg in. I guess I.
Okay,
I was like, you
I'll
you
go
don't
after
want me
her.
to go
Alright.
first because
Uno,
they
you're one
kicked a
foot in the
big hole.
grave.
As I often am.
Getting down here might be a pain in the
Wow.
ass, and I apologize.
Yep.
You're gonna
I'm
have
just
to.
gonna dump my
Just gotta work
shit
your way
in there.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Single
Shove me in
file.
there.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
I gotta lower
Time
the
to
map.
go
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Me
lower the
too.
map.
Lower them up.
Down,
Lower the map.
down.
Down
I'm
by
lost.
the
By the river.
river.
Hold on. I'm dragging. If you can get at least in the hole, I
Oh,
can drag you
shit.
down.
Drag
Oh,
I
it
want to
down.
do
shit.
it myself. I can do
I put my
it.
hands on either
I
side of
don't.
this wall right here, so
I
they stop
can
behind me.
do it.
I can't go down.
Stop.
Oh,
Yep,
I'm through the
stop where you are.
ground.
I got you. I'm taking
While we're doing
Kadon.
this, I'll be right back.
And she was never seen again. Dead.
Rip.
Murdered. Where the fuck is Flint?
I'm working on it.
Get in that hole, boy.
I'm working on it. I was letting Stumpy in.
This hole was made for you.
Ooh.
And
Oh. So as
Oh, we're
you.
still going down.
Yeah. No. Uno
I wanna
stops
see the
everyone.
wall there. I don't know.
That's fair.
What the hell is that?
As.
With a Schmeagle in here?
Yep.
Immediately. Oh, let's go back, guys.
As you are all making your way down, Uno up in the front. You know, I don't want to move Magnus, so for the sake of, you're behind Uno. Stops everybody just
I'm here.
at the edge of these stairs. The kind of stone staircases going down and curling around. They stop. The stairs are completely gone, either from being kind of destroyed or removed entirely. You can see that there are a number of bodies in this room. Some fresh, some slowly rotted away. Wet or dried blood kind of scatters the room in varying states. Some long since baked into the stone, and other is just this coagulated, sticky puddle on the ground. You can see a number of creatures all around, picking and chewing at the remnants of the bodies that lie behind. Pale, gross, bony creatures. These long tongues and slight pointed ears. You can see their spines, shoulder blades, and every kind of detail of their bones jutting out beneath their very pale flesh. And as they just chew and tear away, they don't seem to be aware of you.
I look back at everyone and just put my finger to my lips and be silent. How many do I see in this room?
3.
3. I hold up, or I put a hand on my sword and I hold up 3 fingers. Is Magnus right behind me?
Yep.
I lean to the side so Magnus can put eyes on them.
From the stairway, you can all see them.
He makes that face. Just ooh.
Nasty.
Can I do divine sense
Sure.
on these golems down there?
The golems.
Under golems.
It's an old habit.
Oh, we long rested. Just leave it there.
Magnus sheathes his weapons
yeah.
and pulls out his crossbow.
Good and evil. Celestial fiend, undead.
They are undead.
I don't think I
Ghoulies.
have anything long range, do I? Question mark? I have spells.
Don't
I
you have
use
a
my
gun?
spell slots.
Roll.
I do have a gun.
I
That's
cast
right.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so it's anything.
Hold on.
We like just walked like 3 feet down this hole.
added it to my sheet, but it's not here.
You have
What
to
am I
equip
adding
it.
again?
You have to
Oh. Oh yeah.
That
Okay.
person
And then I start-
shut the door.
that's
but
gonna
made
be
it look like we
loud.
could go down.
That
Oh
is
yeah, that's gonna
super
be
loud.
super fucking loud in
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm not gonna use me gun.
I cast 9mm.
I do have Sacred Flame as a cantrip though.
I need everybody to roll a stealth check at this point.
Oh,
Okay.
Just say we
shit.
could have just like.
Sorry,
fucking
guys,
bum
in
rushed them.
advance.
Yeah, you could if you wanna jump in here and just shalappa them, then I'll do initiative and you don't have to roll a stealth check. But
We'll do a surprise. We'll try a surprise round.
yeah, sure, surprise round. Everybody run in.
Probably let me try and sneak
Everyone
down there.
run in.
I have no range.
Spiders everywhere.
All right, so Uno's jumping in. Magnus
I'm
is
jumping in as well
in.
because, well, I can't fucking do anything else.
Sure.
I'm jumping
I
now.
have,
Oh,
I
excuse
have
me.
disadvantage on
Check it.
stealth. Rolled a 10, rolled a 1. I got a 1.
Good job.
12.
As everyone is jumping in, we will go in the marching order, so don't kind of move around the room.
Oh wait, should we have put a rope?
You
Yeah,
could-
probably.
you-
Good thing I can get back up there.
It's climbable now. If you want to
okay.
forgo the surprise round, then yes, you can put a rope. But
surprise round.
yeah,
My stealth is bad anyway, so.
I mean, the stealth doesn't matter if you're doing a surprise round. You're just jumping
Okay.
in. Stealth is only if you're
Okay.
staying up there and trying to hash out a plan to cast the gun. Level 9 Blicky, please. All right, so it'll go Uno, Magnus, Malachi, Asta, Kadan, Flint.
Okay.
Stumpy can kind of go anywhere as he is just a little guy. He can maneuver between all of you.
He's my little man.
All right. So, Uno, what are you doing?
Since I'm not very stealthy, I'll just come up right behind this one.
All right.
And have they noticed us yet or not?
As a surprise round, you're rushing them. It's not like you're creeping in the room. This is combat, so you're rushing up and doing your turn.
So this is just like regular combat.
Regular combat.
Okay.
I'm not rolling initiative until you all hit them. Because it is going with the order of who came into the room.
Okay.
What if they're just little guys and they're really chill?
They're just like, I'm hanging.
Ow! Why? Ow! The fuck? Oh, you asshole! I just look like I live on the ground.
I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash.
They're all just Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're just doing a regular round, then Una will attack it with her sword.
All right.
Hooray. Hello? Is it gonna roll in game? Oh, here we go. Oh, my dice went no. Oh, there. Okay. 11.
11. All right. 11 does hit as you kind of rush up behind this thing and
good.
drive your, which is a heavy cleave, your executioner's greatsword down. Give me that damage.
Hello, and since I don't, well, nah, she would have pulled her shield out, so We're gonna go with this one. Okay. Please work in Tailspire. That would be really cool. There we go. 14.
All right, as you just carve into this creature's back, as it kind of almost flattens down to the ground, turns around.
And then I will do my second attack.
You see this elongated face, gaunt eyes. It's a very gross
22?
creature. 22 definitely hits.
Yep. That second, there we go. 8.
As the creature kind of flips around, you, with that downward arc, rotate your blade and do like just a horizontal slash, taking the creature's head clean off as it.
Oh. No bonus actions at this time, so that's it for my turn.
All right, Magnus.
Quick question about my weapon. What's my damage?
So we're gonna use the sensories, like all their bonus stats, but your dice count should be increased. It should be a larger dice. Is the damage dice still the same?
Yeah. D8
put it to
another D8.
Put it to a D12 plus another D8 radiant. Here, I can go into.
I'm like, I
D&D
don't think
Beyond.
I can change the dice.
I believe I changed it, but it might be doing, a D&D Beyond and not fucking working. Give me a second.
Okay, I can just roll. You said it was a D10. I can just roll.
D12 to hit. D12 extra damage plus your D8 radiant. Let me just adjust that here. Wayward Magnus. All right, as you rush up to that little golem creature.
I don't remember how many attacks I have. I think it's just.
You one action. One attack per.
Yeah, it's just the one. Oh my god. Fuck. I already rolled. I think it was like a 5.
Just one. Let me look. Boop. Yes, that is a 5.
In chat right now. It's
No, I see it.
bugging all over this place.
It was a 5. As you kind of swing, go to just swing wide, and the creature quickly turns around as you slam down onto the ground.
That's my turn.
All right. Malachi.
Gross. Okay. I am gonna cast Eldritch Blast 2 times.
All right.
Send 2 beams at this. I can't put an arrow. Hold on, wait. How do I put? What happens to the arrow? Oh, we're not in combat. Kidding. The one farthest away. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I thought that was gonna be a 1. 19 to hit.
19 hits as you kind of describe your Eldritch Blast, actually. Give you your flavor on that.
My flavor.
Your flavor, yeah.
It looks like a bunch of vines that are thorned that shoot out, but they look black and inky.
Okay. As it fires out, colliding with this creature. The damage was.
Does because I have 2 beams, do you have to shoot both, like, roll for both of them, or is the one...
I believe you have to roll if you get the can't remember what the actual like bonus is called, but I believe you have to roll for both because it's like magic missile in that way.
Magic missile, scorching ray, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That hits as well.
That hits.
It's not letting me increase. Yeah, so just I can increase. Weird. So yeah, just do a D12 plus 5 should be your damage, Magnus, plus the additional 1d8 radiant.
20 damage.
And I can just I'll just copy that weapon. 20 damage? All right. I can just copy that weapon and remake it in D&D Beyond and just add it to your sheet. That way it's proper. As you fire...
It's a D12 plus a D8 radiant?
Yeah, plus an additional 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As you fire out these blasts, it collides into this creature, and it kind of tumbles up against the stone with these thorns kind of like ripping and tearing into it, almost like wrapping it around it and squeezing it tight. As you watch its head and its like rear burst like a zit, as blood and kind of bits of gore just spatter about. The blood in these creatures is rotted almost.
Ew.
Asta.
Alright, well, there's only one left, so I just walk out to it, axe aflame, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of it.
Sure. So you light your axe, go for a heavy swing down.
First attack would be a 17.
As you slam down.
And then I'll just roll a second attack while I'm at it. Lots. 24 for the second hit.
What's your plus on your weapon? Hold on.
Plus 8.
Jesus. Oh yeah, it is a...
I also have a +8.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, no, I remember... Hold on. Yeah, no, that makes sense. As it, Listen, I had to rethink for a second, because D&D Beyond likes to just not implement stats or implement stats wrong when you alter things. As you slam down with the axe, cutting this thing clean in half, it just spatters. The rotted blood just kind of scatters all over your boots, Magnus.
Oops. Oh, well, he's dead anyways, but there's my damage.
Yeah, it's very much dead.
Yeah, that's 33 total.
For both attacks, yeah.
Yeah.
As it... As the room itself is cleared, you see that this is some type of old burial chambers. A statue of a knight can be seen in kind of very simple like armor with looks like a sun on the chest and a big sun on the shield. Maybe an old kind of tomb to Knights of Palor. You're unsure. This looks like an old just like a place to to pray and kind of get peace with whatever you need to get off your chest through faith and loss of a loved one.
Can we tell? Are we out of combat? Sorry.
Yes.
Can we tell what kind of creatures these are?
Make a survival check.
Survival.
Can I check these bones, these bodies?
Yeah, they're make a survival check as well. You're not sure. They're definitely undead. They got long, kind of sharpened teeth, sunken in eyes.
Can I make a survival check to see what kind of creatures they are? I'm pretty good at that.
Sure.
Yeah, Uno just goes, what are these?
22.
These are bodies of look like knights, mercenaries, kind of random people. Some of them have
Shit on 'em?
nothing of like use really. Some of these people have been down here like long since decayed. You're starting to see bones. Some of them are fairly fresh, like maybe a few weeks.
And their
In that
faces are
barrel?
unrecognizable?
They're pretty eaten, yeah.
24 from me on checking what these creatures are.
These are ghouls.
Ghouls.
They're creatures that usually proc up in the presence of undead.
Is the fruit body of the free folk scout down here?
Not that you see anyone that matches the.
Yeah, there's this guy in green here.
These are just the only bodies I have.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
So,
Some things are
as-
hyper accurate. Other things are just best a man can do.
As precaution, I'm just gonna take the corpse's head off.
Sure.
Just so in case anything
I'll
reanimates.
follow Malachi's lead and cut the head off of this one.
Sure. Malachi, you would be aware of these kinds of creatures. Not seen them, but, like, heard them. The vampires you've been around typically don't like them. They see them as, like, a plague. They usually crop up due to mass amounts of bodies, and they feed on the... They're like vultures of the undead world.
Ah.
Yeah. Sometimes some vampires use them as guards or ways to kind of keep people out of places. Some just ignore them altogether. They are quite gross and temperamental. Hard to train.
Really don't like the looks of these things.
They're disgusting.
We should probably put a rope up now while we have chance.
You go and
We
kind
said
of...
we can climb it, right?
The big boys can.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can help everyone get out of here.
Yeah.
It's about a 10-foot drop. Magnus, you see a large set of double doors that lead into some kind of room that you hear a loud whistling of air through. You also see a kind of set of overgrown stairs that lead deeper into whatever this crypt is.
Well, are your guys' undead magnets pulling towards that staircase or that door?
I'm a sniff.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over. I'll go to the staircase.
What do our dog noses smell?
What's the range?
Of my divine sense?
Yes.
It is 60. Yeah, 60 feet.
It's very much... There's undead things down here. It's kind of just a bit of everywhere. There's also just other creatures down here. You, like, get the sense of them. You don't really get anything that pops up on your radar. There's just...
Can I?
Shit everywhere.
There's shit everywhere.
Is this a body in the wall or is this a statue?
Helpful.
That's a statue.
What do you...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's a statue.
Statue,
That's
yeah.
a very similar statue to the one that's up above.
What kind of plants are these?
These are the
Can you
same
tell
plants
me?
that you saw in the jungle. Those massive fruit, but they're just growing and they're kind of rotted. They stink.
Oh.
They smell like corpses, actually.
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't that the rotting corpse plant too? That looks exactly like those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Where do you want...
Nasty.
Do you guys want to try the doors or go down here?
Maybe we should at the very least peek through a door before we leave.
There's
Sure.
a door. Oh, there's a door.
There.
Opening across, you see a small wooden beam. and 2 statues. Knights, but no kind of discerning markings, and another set of doors on the other side. The long, hastily held up beam hangs over a cavern to which you can see waterfalls going down into a kind of flat area where there is some molten rock, steam and such is coming up that is kind of causing these, causing like the, it's doing the Minecraft thing where there's just water and lava meeting and creating a stone surface.
Infinite steam.
Yeah. Actually, here, I can do this.
Anyone
It's gonna be
like
hot as
enough
fuck
to
in
go
this
through
room.
there?
This board would be so rotted.
It is. It does not look great.
Let's throw Magnus across.
Well,
Why
I can monkey leap, possibly.
Exactly.
Oh, I could also just fly over.
That's true.
That's easier.
It's
I was gonna say the room itself is fairly low in
It's out
comparison
of
to
the
the rest
range
of
of
the
my
crypt.
misty step.
It's okay. I'll just pop my wings out and I'll just fly
Sure.
lower down across the gap.
There's probably like a lot. There's probably like a waft of air coming from the steam and all that from the lava down.
Yeah, it's just like
He just be able to like glide across.
yeah.
I just want to make like a quick point. We don't know what's behind that door, and the fact that there's a beam that's all it's just a beam. Do we really want to know what's behind there?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I like the enthusiasm. Let's open it.
As you land on the other side, I just don't have your your winged mini installed, but you know, imagine as Asta's wings pop out. They're very elegant and much more kind of refined than his last wings. Still that kind of stained glass look to them, but with like a much more like refined shape.
As beautiful as ever, Asta.
As you fly across
I
and
forgot
get to the doors, the statues themselves turn.
Oh,
ooh, I don't like that.
I'm going to look at them.
They weren't supposed to get taller, but oh well.
They got booed.
It's because the other one kind of moved up a tiny little level.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one just gone.
Boop. That's because I moved it. Boop.
Guys, is this normal? And I'll like back. Do the statues follow me as I like walk back and forth?
No.
The statues are moving.
Is your necklace going off?
I'll look down.
It is glowing, yes.
Yes. Look, and I'll hold it up.
It's just pulsing purple.
That doesn't seem safe, Asta.
I'll put it closer to the door. Does it change color at all?
You watch inscriptions appear all over the door. Do you read Infernal?
Nope.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Anybody know what this is?
1 second.
I do not.
I think I might.
Let's throw
Tiefling.
Flint across.
In the group.
Talk to me.
Why do you really want to throw
Toss me.
someone across?
I think it'd be funny.
It's like Baldur's Gate, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot to think about.
I'll just I'll
Solve
bury
problem.
whoever speaks
I
Infernal over.
infernalese.
Infernal.
All right, I
Shit.
come get you then.
As you go
Didn't
and
read
bring
that
him
from- yeah.
across, you kind of look at it, and it is a incantation. It is a prisoner's ward, essentially, binding anything that lies beyond this door to stay within its confines, regardless in time immemorial. You understand it as, if you open this door, there are many things in place to keep whatever's in the inside in the inside.
Don't open dead inside. Got it.
Wonder what's behind door.
I really want to open the door now. Huh. Do you know
Will it,
any
like,
like
trigger dread?
legends of the town, Flint?
Do I know legends of the town?
Make
God.
make a history check with. I will say with
Alright.
advantage.
All right, yeah, because like.
You're Baldurian.
Hung.
Can I make a like religion thing on these statues as well, just to identify?
Sure. They just look like knights. They do have no discernible details.
You said they had a sun on the chest.
On
didn't you?
the
One's in
other
the
statues,
room.
the ones
That was
the ones
just
in
on
the room.
first one.
Yeah, the one in the stairwell and the one in the.
Forget it. Forget it then. Forget it then.
Sure.
17.
You did hear of a town rumor that the Runeswick family had a guardian, and when their guardian disappeared, as did their luck, and their kind of prowess over the town, and then the coalition showed up.
So, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
What?
Do these statues look like coalition
No, they just kind of look like
guardians?
just knights. Not even guardians. They just kind of look like your standard. You can go to a
Just some
stonesmith. I
dudes.
want a knight statue.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
Would it be bad for us to maybe peek in the door? You guys think?
I think if it
Wait.
opens, it's maybe trapped.
Especially with the inscription on the door.
I mean,
yes, most likely.
Agnes, can't you smell traps?
Yes, it costs a spell, so I want to be extra cautious. This is quite obvious that there's definitely a trap associated.
I feel like it's gonna you open it and then you're gonna get pushed into the fucking abyss down there.
Probably.
Okay, so
All those
as a group,
statues all of a sudden come alive and cleave you in twain with stone swords.
Fun.
I could just push them in the lava right now.
Good luck with that. You're gonna push a stone statue, Osta.
Yeah, look, and I'll flex.
No, let him.
Do it then. Do it right
Try
now.
it.
Do it, you
Right.
won't.
I'll grab one of the statues and I'll try pushing it towards the edge.
Does not move.
It's stuck.
I guess you're not strong enough.
I guess so.
It's okay.
All right, well, let's put.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
Who wants
Roll
to open-
strength.
He said, "You know what, Adrian? No. Give him a chance."
Natural 20.
As you pick the statue up and throw it, you just hear this
Well,
What's the sound of it enlivening lava?
yeah. It's like I don't know, it's like dropping something in pudding. It's just like a boom.
Yeah, well, bet you can't do it twice.
I like Nudge
Do
Magnus.
you want me to do it twice? I can
Oh.
try.
Please be careful, Asta.
You see a
I mean,
swirling dark
Back
kind of
twice.
cloud of
Wait,
smoke
wait.
that is appearing in the spot where the statue was.
Oh, maybe let's.
Shit.
I feel like that was maybe a bad decision, but I feel like you should do it again. What if we
Good,
destroy
well,
this town?
Do you guys want me to move the second statue? I can do it.
Sorry,
As-
what kind of smoke? Black
Swirling
I nudge-
black smoke as you see raising out of the ground this about 8-foot tall undead armored guardian that stands. Malachi, you recognize these as Death Knights.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Where do I recognize them from?
Her castle specifically. They're a very loyal and stoic. Oh god, that's too big. Oopsie.
Wow.
Well, whatever.
Made a mistake.
Yeah, he's taller. He's tall. He's like about like 8.5, 9 feet tall. Very long, slender build with kind of this heavy, darkened armor with skull accents adorned in spikes. As he just stands there with his sword in front of them, and he's just staring directly at you. A hollow, vacant, undead face.
You fucked up.
So,
Is
don't throw the second one.
No.
Is it sentient?
Yes.
Hello. No. Well, hold on. I'll reach out into its mind. Hello.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go.
You just
Wisdom save.
Dragons.
12.
You hear the screams of the abyss and take 12 psychic damage.
I have resistance. So let's go.
Bitch.
Take 6 psychic damage.
Yeah, so it was just a lot of screaming and then a headache. So it doesn't speak. Now, so like, is it like acting aggressively, or is it just kind of
It is
standing there
standing there to like beside the door in the place of the statue, just staring at you and kind of at the door, specifically watching
what
your
happens.
hands.
Oh, don't, Asta, no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm getting two conflicting messages here. One says do it, one says don't. What do you guys think?
No,
Flint, behind you, a second one
We're done
appears.
here. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Uh,
Come back across, guys.
yeah.
No one listens to my intuition.
We should go. We should go.
Okay,
Never
I'll,
mind. I'm not gonna bring that up.
I
like to reach
feel like
out.
I know where you were going, Uno, and my mind also went there, just so you know.
wait, where?
Don't worry about it.
Throw them in the pit?
Maybe shiny green crystals,
Yeah.
maybe, perhaps. This is where you were going? No?
I've
Yeah.
grown so much since then.
As you
Right,
fly,
and have Asta do the stupid thing instead
as
of
you
yourself.
fly back across the
I am anything but
the
an
two
enigma.
guardians like stand there, and then you watch them just sink back down into the smoke, disappearing.
Oh, go
into-
try now. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
As
No.
I was gonna say, as you fly back across, they raise back up again.
If you just move a little bit, they go back
Damn it.
down. If you come back, again,
Yeah, if you're like halfway, they go like halfway.
So see if you can glitch it where you're just on the border and then you...
It's just their head sticking out so we can bonk it. Yeah.
You gather the idea that there is more to this door unless you want to truly brute force it and fight.
Let's come
These
back
two-
to this
We'll come back.
later.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Or maybe
beings.
never. We'll see.
Would a guardian of Runeswick be on our side? I mean, the whole
That's
Runeswick
what I would
family's
think.
dead, isn't it?
They don't know who we are.
I feel like the
Exactly.
coalition taking over Runeswick was kind of a immoral thing, but I don't know. Maybe the old rulers of Runeswick are horrible. I don't know.
They were like your kind of standard Baron. I'm just gonna give you this, Flint. They were your standard. You read a lot of books. They were your standard barons. They were kind of shitty. Like we're the rich, you're the poor types. Which is why a lot of
And
people.
they have this great big crypt underneath their home here. Who knows?
It's
They seem to have some shadiness.
Where the fuck did I go?
I don't know. It's why people do favor the new Baron, even though he was a reluctant hero of the town. He's very much better. The town was Baronless for a little while.
This Baron, is he coalition or is he from? He's
He's from Runeswick. He's like an old soldier that then turned mercenary. That during a great attack where the coalition did send any reinforcements, he protected the town with his with some of his like friends and allies and other people in the town.
Okay.
And then the coalition showed up and were like, yeah, you did a good job. You're a baron now. We'll replace you in a few years. And then 20 plus years passed. Yeah.
I want to make a
Alright
note
then.
that
Well, I
I
was
want
saying
to
that
keep
I
an
don't know
eye
where
on
I
the
went.
flora.
Sure. Where are you? Oh, what the fuck?
He fucking
I
died.
went to move and I just shot into the sky.
Yeah, you're floating above everything.
Oh my god, up
Sir?
above the world. so
Yeah, like you're not
high.
even standing on
died.
anything. You're just
Like a
up
bear
there.
in the
He's
sky.
ascending.
Like a bear in the sky. Why
I
is
can't even,
Kadon
like-
so high? Hold on, just stop moving here. Just stop.
No,
I
I
got-
wasn't even. What I was going to say was I can't even click on like my portrait to teleport to where I am. I don't even
Oh, I
know.
could tell.
Oh, you're like in the
He's
ground.
right there.
Oh yeah, I
Right
see.
here.
You're right at the top.
I got you there.
Hmm.
There you go. As you make your way down this kind of overgrown section of the crypts, you can see that the staircase continues downward. The statues going from statues of Paylor up above, now these look to be down below Knights of Bahamut. Whereas if you turn to the left here, they look to be similar to the knights that you saw in the prison doors.
The first floor.
The prison doors. Not the first floor, but like the kind of no regalia. You get the idea that these are just like Runeswick knights
Mm.
with no religious attachment.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
All right, where are you going? Left or down?
Hmm. Left.
Oh, left. Okay.
Okay. It's not like we have a map or anything.
That is true. Entering this kind of larger room, you see that there's a little bit of a wooden outcropping with a large amount of rope piled up at the very edge of it. You can see some tools, swords, and other things lying amongst the ground. A bit of water that is built up, just kind of dripping from being underground. Just the moisture that is kind of pooled. And more of those rotting plants that just smell extra foul from being down here for so long.
I
Small.
point Malachi to the bones in the corner.
Ooh.
It does look like a nest. This looks like the nest of the ghouls.
Hmm.
Oh, a door.
Well, yes, another door.
You do
It's
see
open.
this kind of stone, or this it's a stone wall with a. There we go. Sorry, I was just fixing the game capture there. You see this stone wall with a wooden door. You push it open, and inside is just mud, unfinished floors, and you can kind of see a bunch of holes. This more or less is where the ghouls birthed out of.
Oh,
Ew.
A former
Jesus.
grave site.
Birthed.
Yeah, they typically spawn out of
Is
mass
it
graves.
stinky?
It reeks foul orders. Like
If we don't, will more come out of here if nothing happens to this?
It more of like it. As many ghouls could have possibly came out of here already have. A bunch of kind of like derelict holes in the ground, or just kind of random holes scattered throughout the ground. Like there's not going to be really any more that come out of here.
No more spawn point.
No more spawn
It's
points.
not the Witcher monster nest. We need to drop grape shot down to.
No.
What kind of sword is this?
It is a claymore.
Claymore. Yeah.
Is it fancy? Or is it just like a
It's-
sword?
Just a sword.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Pretty
Do you want a quick perception check to see anything else around here, or we're
Nope.
good to move on?
Kadon, you look down, you see the steam rising up. You feel this kind of gush of air. A small rope for you to climb down, so you wish.
Fuck it, we ball.
take a
Okay, you're climbing down
Yo, are you gonna say anything?
as
I'm going
Kadon
down this rope as he starts climbing down the rope.
Oh, I.
as
You
Kadon
don't know how old that rope
starts
is.
climbing
I'm gonna
down.
go watch the rope.
I'm a
Ev-
monk. I'm light on my everything.
I'm like as big as you are.
You do have Featherfall.
Yep.
I feather fall into the lava.
Featherfall works.
Feather fall into lava, yeah.
As you begin climbing down, you can all hear the wood tensing and straining as it
God.
kind of bending with his weight as he's
Aw.
climbing down.
I
You
swing and
see
jump
as you swing
there.
and jump onto the water, able to land on your feet as you're rather dexterous.
Oh, what the hell is that?
You.
Oh no.
As you're rather dexterous, you see a very flooded room with some type of pedestal and a ritual dagger in the center. You can see these gnarled roots that crawl up and around the pedestal and wrap it, holding it like nature's fingers. Up on the walls, as you see skittering down, are these creatures curled up into the corner. They look like people holding on to the stone, but you see these long spider-like legs as they each individual start dropping down. With that, I need you to roll initiative.
Just Kadan or all of us?
It'll be all of you because Kadan's on his own, so you guys have to make your
That's
way
fine.
down there.
He got it.
But actually, you know what? Because it is
I wanted to
that
do it
time.
for once.
That time, we're
Yes.
actually going to call it here for tonight.
Oh.
Shit.
My boy.
He sent a picture.
I
He's watching.